back. No debating with Danny Myers. One of my brothers, special guest.
You know what it is.
You know what I mean? We came a long way from Writer's Block.
We
We are here. Introduce the people, let them know who this is.
You know what it is, man. Oops in the building.
Yep.
Oscar nominated Oops.
Bars.
Ex-state representative,
Bars.
activist, freedom fighter. I'm in here. Horseman, what up? Shout out to Writer's Block always.
Oops. Man, you've had a journey.
That's
a journey
fact.
in life.
That's a fact.
From the mean streets of St. Louis, seeing death, seeing murder, to activism, to not trying, but actually making changes in your life, being on the front lines, in the middle of being a husband, father, friend, brother, battle rapper, just a brilliant mind altogether, man. It's so much I could just say about you, man. I'm just honored to just even know you, first of all, man. Forget the battle rap stuff. Outside of battle rap, you just a good soul, and anybody that knows you can attest that that's what you are, that's what you bring to people's lives. Battle rap. Where did that start? Where did you start battle rapping from?
Well, so it's funny because I actually started back in high school. Like, I had one battle in high school I'll never forget.
Okay.
And I had a couple friends. My friend Doug, one of my best friends, Doug, my friend Jesse, they was, and Brandon Ishman, they was like the three that was like, oh, you could do this. And I was like, I like listening to Eminem, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z, but I'm like, I ain't know I could battle rap. But Big Will, 106 in Park.
Shout out Big Will.
Yeah, Big Will went to school with me. Like, we went to the same high school or whatever.
Oh, that's fire. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so Grits, we got another legend, on the St. Louis scene named Grits. Him and Big Will, that's the best battle I ever seen in my life to this day.
Damn, the little off-camera shit.
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
it's
cool. Everybody around, there's hundreds of people around, and they battling, they going back and forth or whatever. And for me, that was like excitement. I'm like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like Friday night football. And so I ended up battling my homeboy Mike, who could spit, and I ended up like actually doing pretty good. So after that, I ain't really battled no more. Then I went to college. And when I went to college, I went to the community college because that's where I got my track scholarship at Virginia College. And everybody went to school. Verb, so just a lot of battle rappers went to school, like St. Louis. And so I kind of was on that scene, but I ain't really battle for real. And then right after that, I got into music. And I was more known for my music in St. Louis. I had songs on the radio.
Oh, that's dope.
Had a deal on the table with DTP, had a deal on the table with Warner Brothers. Got a couple songs on the radio, a lot of placements. Y'all done probably been bobbing y'all head to a song that I wrote on a TV show or on a commercial or doing the Olympics 2012 or NFL Network or any of the Love and Hip Hop series, Black Ink Chicago, Black Ink New York.
Damn, I never knew none of this.
I wrote one of my songs was the theme songs for the old football show Blue Mountain State back in the day. So like I got some, what I'm saying?
You've been doing this writing shit.
Yeah, and so my nigga, my brother from St. Louis, he knew like what I was on like the music scene and like the local scene, and he was like, hey man, you need to battle rap, dog. Like you need to battle rap like this though. You need to get on this, you know what I'm saying, on this form from Street Status. And I was like, he was like, it'll help, boost your music, boost your profile. So I was like, I bet. So I started battle rap to like do that, to promote my music, and I tripped and fell in love with this shit.
That's crazy. It's usually the opposite. Usually like battle rappers are battle rapping to get their music, out.
I was already out there, yeah.
So you was like, I
had spins, I was getting ASCAP checks before I ever had my first battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
I was getting 2 times the top tier check from ASCAP.
So around your way, were you hearing about the other battle rappers in St. Louis, such as, was it G Soldier?
It's funny. So me and G Soldier during college, me and G Soldier battled. we battled in the neighborhood. I guess he was from there. I don't know if he was there, but I had a girl at the time, and they called her and was like, this dude around here rapping, and he like, I guess he was just like rapping against whoever was walking down the street. And they called her, and she was like, come on, we finna go over here. And we went over there, about 100 people outside. And me and G Soldier, we battled.
Who won?
I kicked his ass. Nah, I don't even remember though. I just
Bars. He said, I don't know, nigga. I might have lost.
Yeah,
nah, what about like Verb?
So I knew Verb. I knew Verb. Yeah, so I knew Verb from school. I knew of Holla. Knew Holla. Out the back though. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew Ill because Ill was doing his thing with the music too. Like Ill had a little song on the radio, you know, that was kind of bubbling on the radio. Then the first time I rapped publicly, I rapped at High Point and Ill was there. That's why, because Ill was one of my favorite St. Louis battle rappers.
Yo,
Ill and Remy was, and Remy my brother. Yeah, Remy my brother. So we
super lyrical.
Yeah, I knew Remy, knew Magic before battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like music shit we started, you know.
So the St. Louis ties run deep, just from back to high school.
Yeah, and a lot of it was like, we was rocking our city. Like music wise, like on the underground level, on the, you know what I'm saying? On not only the underground level, but on what we would consider our like industry level, right? Because we was cool with, you know, Murph. You know, Nelly was cool with some of us, or you know what I'm saying, and like Jaquan, and then Huey, you know, rest in peace. That, you know, that's my little cousin.
Damn.
And so like it's just, you know, it's a lot of talent there. And so with battle rap, it was like that was that thing. And the first time I really heard of us being on that level was Verb them going to New York. See, I tell people all the time, they be like, man, you gotta be a Rex fan, you gotta be a Mook fan, you gotta be a... Well, really, that wasn't my introduction to battle rap. Verb going to New York was my introduction to battle rap.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the pioneer Verb,
even
man.
on the Smack DVDs, like, I wasn't as big of a Mook fan as I was a Reed Dollar fan. You know what I'm saying? I was always a Reed, like, and my little god brothers them got me hip to Reed. They all used to always say, man, the family man, spray up the family van. Like,
shout out to my man Reed.
They say that shit. And so I used to be like, what, man, who said that? That shit hard. So they, man, it's Smack DVD. So they bring it up. But then I moved to Atlanta, right? And what's wild is I moved to Atlanta and I was having a big going away party, a concert.
Yeah.
And so I go out to African Palace and I'm putting flyers on the cars. You know, you young niggas ain't
shout out
never
to the African Palace. I battled KD there. That was a dope experience.
You young niggas ain't gonna never know nothing about putting flyers on cars. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there putting flyers on the cars, promoting my party.
Yeah.
I walk inside the venue, I see Verb, and Verb rapping. And what Verb say is, try that, and we gonna weed a shot. These niggas give you the same treatment that Jesus got. This was him versus Hollow. I ain't know who Hollow was.
Oh, that was at the African Palace?
That was at the African Palace, bro.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know who Hollow was. I didn't know who Rich Dollars was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was there. But I wasn't there for the battle. Yeah. I was there to pass out flyers, and then they like, hey,
this nigga passing out flyers and just happened to run into a legendary battle.
I don't know if the lights went out or it was a break or something. They all came outside, and I remember Hollow out there. Like, I remember all of this, right?
Yeah.
And then I come to find out, and they like, you know, a nigga, you know, so on and so forth. So I was like, I bet. I end up leaving and moving to Atlanta. And that's when that's when I really started getting placements and writing songs and working with artists and like just doing some amazing shit. And then when I came back in 2010, had another song, me and Huey do St. Louis Stand Up. We started moving. And right at 2012, O was like, I bet. And everybody questioned it at first. They're like, man, you do music though. That's a bad. And my attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me before this shit too, but like I was way worse. You you know, so you couldn't say nothing, you couldn't breathe wrong. Like,
Right.
I'm on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Firecracker.
Yeah, we shut down the whole, it's all good.
He said, we gonna shut the
We gonna
whole.
shut all this shit down. And
Damn.
I think coming in on street status was good for me because is like a big bro, you know what I'm saying? And it's somebody I super respect, you know what I'm saying? So them type of venues, you ain't gonna, shit, we had a problem at one of them. You know, we had to get busy at one of them too, but like even now into that transition, I look back on my, you know, my mindset.
Yeah,
That's
your
why I
mindset.
talk the way I talk because I know how these cats are. Like I used to be that. I used to understand, you know, so I understand where they at with the.
Which is a perfect segue in the transition from the street mentality to where you are now. Where did that begin, and what sparked it off?
Michael Brown.
Damn.
When Michael Brown was killed, I took to the streets. It was my son's first birthday, August 9th, 2014. My son turned 1. August 9th, 2014, Michael Brown was killed. That was my first son. I had 4 daughters. And it was like, I didn't know why I was going out there. I wasn't an activist. I wasn't woke. I wasn't none of that before this. Like, that ain't even no front. I tell people that all the time. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I was just some woke nigga. You know what I'm saying? That knew what was going on. It's a lot I didn't know. It's a lot about our own black history I didn't know before that, right? Now, that tragedy, that murder made me into a different person. It's like when people say that, you know, you can't change overnight. People don't change overnight. I absolutely changed overnight.
Overnight.
The person I was August 8th was not the person I was August 9th.
Damn, that's fucking powerful.
And so when I took to the streets, like, I kept that same mentality, you know what I'm saying? Now this energy is aimed at the system though. Now this energy is aimed at the police. Now this same way we gonna ride in the club and it's 50 niggas deep and y'all trip with us, we trip with y'all. It's like that with the police now, right? And so we gonna show up, we gonna disrupt, we gonna stand face to face, let y'all know we tired. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's next?
And like you've been saying, you willing to lay down your life for this cause and what you believe in, and it's super respectable. It's like, it's fearless. It's fearlessness. And the thing is, if we gonna be out here fighting one another and be willing to get killed over our pride, over some shoes, over a gold chain, over a woman, over dope, over money, why not fight for us? Why not fight for what our ethics, the way we live, our way of life, our peace, our freedom, and
that's
our that energy that we have, just inherent, that the anger, the resilience, the fight back in us. That don't need to be directed towards one another. That needs to be going against.
It's designed that way because these conditions that we go through, they not by accident. We didn't wake up and say we want to live in the ghetto. We was pushed into the ghetto. We didn't wake up and say we wanted to live in housing projects. We were pushed to housing projects. When they redlined back in the day, when they wouldn't give loans to black folks for certain communities, when they created this line around these communities and say, all right, black folks can't live here, and push them here, and then when they go here, they don't put those resources that they have in that neighborhood, in this neighborhood. Our schools don't look the same, our healthcare facilities don't look the same. So now what we fighting for, the same stuff that you said, shoes, drugs, those are resources, right? We see those as resources because they deal so much in right and wrong that they forget to deal in reality. Right? Reality, we from the hood. We know what right is. Right is food on the table, clothes on your back, making it to sleep, waking up the next morning. Everything else in between there is extra credit. Right? And so as a government, as the people who got the power to mitigate that, they don't, because it's prosperity in our poverty. It makes more money for them if we're poor. It makes more money for them if we're killing each other. It makes more money for them because it fills up the jails. Right? It fills up the morgue. The entire system gets cluttered. The parole system. It's a business for them.
Yeah, right.
And that's why they attacked me so much, because I came in there actually fixing shit. How dare you come in here and actually fix shit? How dare you come in here and actually cut crime down and show that the root cause of this is providing jobs, education, resources, mentoring. Right? Like our community, we not just going out here running, you know, killing, stealing, and robbing because we want to. Not one nigga in the hood is actually doing this because, you know what? This is just the life I want to live and da-da-da-da-da. It's the life that they know. It's what their normal is. When you ain't seen outside the four corners of your community, you don't know that London, you know, it's East London exists. You don't know that these parts of Maine exist. You don't even know parts of your own suburbs exist when you only stuck in this box, right? And so the thought that nothing will change is the greatest power on earth, and that's how they want us to feel.
Wow, powerful. Hey, if y'all in the, anybody watching this, man, just leave your comments below. Whatever you feel free to speak your mind on any of these points. But yeah, so I mean, we've covered, battle rap to politics, from street politics to Oscar nomination, I believe it was. Yeah. Oscar Oops. I mean, from coming from, bro, when I saw that, it was like, I was outside of myself. It was like, wait a minute, that's my home? Wait, what? That's somebody I know? Oscar nominated? It was like a battle rapper. Somebody from our community, somebody that looked like us, somebody that's didn't grow up in Hollywood and was ushered into just born in that. You know, this is somebody just from the street.
That's a fact.
An Oscar nomination for St. Louis Superman.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah, man.
Powerful.
That was a big moment for me. They have been shooting a documentary while I was in office, and then I decided to resign, which kind of capped off the documentary. And like battle rap fans, they've heard people talk like this crazy shit about me, where they like, oh, oops, crooked politicians, stealing money, blah, 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 which is all lies and shit. But I end up resigning because of my mental health, because what I was going through in that system, like I was really banging on the system, and I felt like for the most part I was alone.
Okay.
And life outside of that was where I was losing friends. I was losing the closest people to me. Financially, it got rough, which financials have never really been a problem for me. You know, and so like going through that, you know, I went through a divorce. I went all these different things, right?
Right.
And so I end up moving, you know what I'm saying? Life changed. And a year after they ridiculed me, they put me on the news saying this. I was in a hotel room in January watching Issa Rae read off the nominations for Best Short Documentary.
Yeah.
And when the fourth one came up,
okay,
St. Louis Superman, man, I bounced off the wall. I cried. I did flips. But I went off too. I said a year ago, y'all was ridiculing me, and now I'm getting recognized on one of the biggest stages in the world for the work that I was doing with the documentary named after the same city that's ridiculing me.
That's crazy. Do you believe in a parallel universe?
On my mama.
Wait a minute. So you didn't like know like.
Nah. So how they do the Oscars
you didn't know, nobody like gave you like a heads up call and say, hey, Bruce.
So what they do is that you make a short list first, right? So we made the short list. Short list was probably like 25 movies or so. You know what I'm saying? 25, 50, maybe 100. I don't know. There's a lot of movies though, right? So you make the short list. You make the Oscar short list. So we like, all right, we make the short list. MTV flying me everywhere. They flying us out. We going to speak places. We really like selling it, right? And on top of that, we had people like Mark Ruffalo, right, who was a fan of the film. So he like helping promote. He pushing out like, hey, vote for the Oscar, Oscar folks, vote for this film.
Yeah, that's fire.
And we also had Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates loved the film. You know what I'm saying? Kathy Bates loved, and she loved battle rap too.
What?
Yeah, my mom. Because she didn't know nothing about battle rap till she saw.
You talking about Misery?
Yeah. I'll show you the picture. I'll show you the picture with us. But Kathy Bates was fire.
Shout out to, what's her name, Annie? Shout out to her for knowing battle rap. That's crazy.
I told her that, I was like, look, I know you play some dynamic roles, but Bobby Boucher mama, that's my favorite. but she was dope. And so what they do is they have the Oscar, kind of like the Oscar rollout. Nobody knows.
Okay.
Nobody knows that they tell everybody to like be on standby, right? But they don't really talk to nobody. Like they don't pull you up and be like, hey, you got nominated.
Oh, they don't say it. You just gotta see it live.
You gotta watch it. So everybody's watching it. So if you find out you're not nominated, you find out there. You find out you're not nominated, you find out there. So we watching together, like as the filmmakers, me, the producer, because we became family, right? And by the third one, I didn't realize that it was in alphabetical order. So by the third movie, I was like, well, we didn't get nominated. It's cool. You know, it's all good. You know, we made it this far, right? Then the fourth name, it was like, St. Louis Superman.
Oh my God. I just can't even imagine hearing like that being called off.
Listen, I yelled like you do when you hear the ball.
I know you did.
I yelled, and then all of a sudden I just started crying.
Wow.
I sat down and I was like, I probably cried for about 15 minutes, dog. Like it was it's so funny.
Because I understand, you know, when
bro,
you put in a lot of work for something and then you get recognized for it, it's like, damn, it wasn't all for
especially,
you know what I mean?
Especially as poetic justice when you know what you was just going through. You know what I'm saying? And life at that point was like, it was just drastically better. My personal life, you know what I'm saying? I got a partner that's amazing. I got my son living with me. Like all my kids are like just here because it's COVID, but they here, like they just here because they online. So I got all my kids down in Arizona. I'm just comfortable. Life is good. And like this was like the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it was
an amazing
the icing
story.
on the cake. And then the best thing about it is like I had the best date on the world. Like I got to take my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And it's so funny because MTV gave me like this clothing allowance.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they gave me hella money to go buy clothes. But like I spent hell on my mama. Like my mama didn't even know neither. So she got there with her stuff and her hair done. And I was like, yeah, y'all go ahead and take her to.
Right.
Saying so they went shopping, she got her hair done.
Oh, that's fire.
She got to step out on the red carpet. You know what I'm saying?
What an amazing gift to give moms. But now listen, you done covered the rest of the Mother's Days for life. You don't gotta get her nothing else in life on Mother's Day. She can't even get a card. Like, look, Mama, I took you to the Oscars. I'll send you, you nothing else. Nah, but shout out to her, shout out to your family. Today we are in Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
Today,
this is
Seattle.
My first time in
you know what's
Seattle.
crazy? Seattle rhymes with the battle. Seattle rhymes with the battle.
You know what rhymes with Seattle?
I know. So yeah, we got the card today, Born Legacy Northwest. We got me and Jay and Nightwing going down. We got a few other fire battles, and we got Ooops versus. You know what I don't understand. Shout out to my man Jack Boy, man.
Salute to Jack Boy.
VA, Jack Boy versus Ooops going down today in Seattle. How you feeling about the battle, and what's the strategy going into this battle?
I'm feeling good, man. Just like, and, you know, as me and you talked about earlier, it's like any battle. No matter how long you've been doing this, you get your, you know what I'm saying? You get your anxiety, you get your butterflies, and if you don't, you need to check your pulse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not love it enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be here for the
it's
right
always
reason.
that anxiety, like that nervousness. It's like,
yeah, till you get, like you said, till you get that first one out and then land and they, like, all right,
it breaks the butterflies when you get that first reaction.
But I feel good. I actually think Jack Boy is gonna be fire. I think he's gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
I think we might see something different.
He's been turning up since Ultimate Madness.
Yeah. And he did great in Ultimate Madness. I thought he beat Cortez personally, but
I thought, you know, what's crazy? I thought he was gonna be eliminated.
That T-Top was.
I thought he was gonna be eliminated first round, man.
Yeah, he beat T-Top. That
Jack
wasn't
Boy went in there.
And shouts out to my bro T-Top. Like, Dizzy, that's my cat, one of the most talented cats in it. But like I definitely, you know, I had him beating T-Top in a great battle. I think, and I also think it's an underrated battle. Like it's
just period, right?
It's a fire battle. Like I don't feel like we talk about it enough.
Just for keeping it in the like the constraints of a tournament battle. Like this was just a dope battle.
It was a dope battle.
Yeah. So. I mean, you always got substance and things to talk about, so I'm interested in seeing both of y'all conversations today, seeing his energetic, abrasive, brash style that he has versus the substance, the thought-provoking bars that you bring.
Right.
The actual pen, too. Like, people, like I was telling you off camera, feel like your pen could be getting slept on and you've been in there with daylights.
The best in the world.
With the best writers in the world making classics. So it's like, how could y'all keep sleeping? So, you know, today's another opportunity to showcase what you do. I definitely wish you luck. It was just a great conversation, man. I ain't gonna take up too much more of your time, cause shit, we gotta start writing these first rounds. We gotta rap like later today. Let's go get these first rounds done. Man, yo, sign me out, man. No debating with Danny Myers.
Man, you know what it is, man. Oops in the building. Big salute to my brother, man. The amazing. You talk about my story. That's a story, bro. A story of resilience. You are a true champion. No matter what no panel say, you always got my vote. No debating with Danny Myers. Make sure y'all stay locked in and support.
Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, my brother. Peace.